Pokemon. You know them, I know them, SpongeBob knows them.
I also.
And today we're taking a look at Pokemon's promotional inflatable planes, which just saying doesn't make much sense, so let me explain. Over the years, the Pokemon Company has partnered with airlines to create special Pokemon themed plane liveries. These collaborations give us, the fans, something truly memorable designs to look back on. And as with many Pokemon promotions, they didn't just stop there. They made exclusive merch like plushies, pins, clothing, toys, models, and of course, inflatable planes, the topic of this video. So with that explained, let's split things up, because these inflatable planes actually fall into two different sections, small inflatables and big inflatables, as there has been different sizing over the years. And the first section will be the small ones. Yeah! And the first one I want to talk about is the On Nippon Airways and Peace Jet, and some info on the aircraft that entered service with the Pokemon livery on July 18th of 2011. The Pokemon theme was then removed on April 15th of 2016. Then, it was repainted into the standard and livery in April of 2016. Now, the Pokemon that were on the livery were Oshawott, Pikachu, Victini, Zekrom, Darumaka, Pansage, and Scraggy. And on the underside, there was Tepig, Pikachu again, Snivy, Reshiram, Meowth, Axew, and Munna. The tail featured a smiling Pikachu, which, I really like that cute little guy. Now, I guess you can tell that this livery came from the black and white era. Yeah, that was a very good era. Yeah. Now, I guess I should explain how people would attain these inflatables, right? And it was by two different ways. Buying them, which from my research seemed very, very, very uncommon, and now the other way, the most common, was by promotions. So some kind of raffle, or being a passenger of the flight. And honestly, it looks like these were like just the only two ways to get these planes. Now moving on for our next plane, it's the AN 1998 Jet. This aircraft entered service with the Pokemon livery on July 1st of 1998, and then the Pokemon theme was removed in the year of 2000. Now, the Pokemon that were on the livery were Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, a flying Pikachu with Togepi, I really like that addition, and Psyduck. And on the underside, there was Pikachu again, Mewtwo, Mew, Snorlax, Clefairy, and flying Pikachu on the tail, and a Togepi standalone. Now, this was the first Pokemon plane livery ever made, and of course, since this was in 1998, this is all Gen 1 Pokemon. Now, I would like to mention that there's a different design of this livery, and it was based on this 1998 livery in 1999 for international flights. And as you can see, the Flying Pikachu and the Flying Pikachu with Togepi has been removed from the tail. And there's no inflatable version of this design, only for the 1998 version. And this seems to be the most common inflatable out there with the most listings and documentation. Yeah. And now this is all the small inflatables done and over with. And now we could go to the big ones. Yeah! Now, for the first big inflatable we're taking a look at, it's the Anne Bowie 1999 version, or the Anne 1999 Jet. Either name, it goes by, right? Now, a fun fact about this livery, it was not designed in-house. You see, Anne asked elementary students in Japan to submit designs for a new, Pokemon Jet, and they received over 40,000 submissions, and chose one by a 4th grader, Shoto Sato, which, bro, he could draw better than me. What the hell? Now, the plane started using the Pokemon delivery on July 21st of 1999, and then was removed by February of 2006, which that's a solid long time. Now, the Pokemon that were on the livery were Pikachu, Meryl, Lapras, Horsey, which I just realized is horse with the letter A. What the hell? Anyways, Slowpoke, Flying Pikachu on the tail, and Dratini. And on the underside, there was Pikachu again, Togepi, Meowth, Jigglypuff, Elekid, which is very nice to see, as I feel like he's kind of like a forgotten Pokemon. Forgotten, almost just said a bad word right there. Oh, wait, what did Sketch say? Sorry for cussing. Yeah, there we go. I know my lines. Yeah.
Part 2 of the Asian snacks. Yeah, I'm gonna do more fam.
I also.
Anyways, there's Ladybug too, which you could say the same thing about him, and the same Flying Pikachu, which overall, it's a great design. I kind of wish they would have added more Gen 2 Pokemon, as that was the newest thing at the time. 1999, that's when Gen 2 came out. But there's more Gen 1 Pokemon, which it's okay. Now, for this next plane, this is my favorite one hands down, and that is the 2004 Pikachu Jumbo. Listen, this will always be my favorite design. Like, come on. They got Latios, Latias, Drachi, my boy, Munchlax, Torchic, Deoxys, Celebi, and plus some Minum. But that's not all. On the underside, there was the Pikachu Brothers, Mew, which, Pikachu Brothers, the Mario Brothers. Anyways, Mew, Trico, Mudkip, Lugia, Mewtwo, Meowth, and Entei. And on the tail, there was the cutest Pikachu the world has ever seen. Like, listen, that is the great roster of Pokemons to have. And it has a couple of my favorite Pokemon ever too, so, that's also a bonus. And it has very bright, vibrant colors. So, this just puts in a tier like no other. Anyways, this livery lasted from 2004 all the way up to 2013, which, wow, it's not 9 years. That's amazing. You see, I was thinking about a joke using nine, but I couldn't think of one. You get it? One, that's a number. Anyways, that. And for the last inflatable we're taking a look at is the Ohano Jumbo, which lasted from 2004 to 2012, a total of 8 years. Delivery was a flower design with the Pokemon Pikachu, Plusle, Oddish, Igglybuff, Munchlax, Rosalita, and Trapinch. And on the underside, there was Pikachu again, the Pichu Brothers, Mew, Wyna, Azrael, Castform, and Blossom. I didn't try to rap that time, rhyme that, rap. Yo, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to go for. And Pikachu's face was on the tail of the plane. And this livery was focused on Gen 3 at the time. Now, when I said last, there has been a total of 5 inflatable planes made, The latest or the final that was ever made was the first one we looked at, the Peace Jet. This is just being the final one we're taking a look at through the order, what that I'm doing it. Yeah. Now, out of them all, this has to be the rarest one out of all, the Ohano Jumbo, which I'm sorry if I mispronounced, Ohano Jumbo. Ohana Jumbo. Yeah. From the time I'm recording this, there's no listings or extra information, just it being existing. Well, the second rarest has to be the Pikachu Jumbo, which can be found on marketplaces, but whenever they do, they're, bought up pretty quickly. And the most common has to be the 1998 Ant plane, which, was the first one, which, can be found, pretty common, which makes sense. It was the height of Pokemania. It was the first plane livery, so they're going to make more of that one than the other ones. There's a lot of key factors for it to being the most common. Which, that's a look back at all the Pokemon inflatable planes there are. I know it was kind of weird, just talking about the inflatable planes, but, side of things, but, that's what I like. Yeah, I'm sorry for a rambly little bit, a rambly, bro. I got a lot of stutters. I gotta focus on that, man. I gotta go to, school for stutters. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Stutter school? No, that can't be a thing. Anyways, let me know if you want more weird Pokemon merch because, I like this. I'm having fun with it. I like to learn. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh!
What are you eating? Funyuns. Because you eat, I eat now.
Chi-Chi, you just died!
Wait, what? I was watching Sketch's stream. How did I...
You can't just be AFK at night in Minecraft in the wide open. You just let a zombie walk up and...